It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Baker going to throw this right away. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Now 2nd and 3. Mayfield toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You look at this Eagle defense. In that win last week over the Giants, they were very good.
They held them to just 7 points, and in reviewing the game tape, I'm wondering how they got the 7. I actually wrote a note to myself. How did they even score? The way they were playing, absolutely dominating on their side of the ball.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. To throw, Mayfield. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Hey, alert 33. Pistol. Point it right.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a 1st down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive.
Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher, and that's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield.
Locates ETN along the sideline.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now Mayfield.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And his kick is absolutely perfect.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
right at the 30.
They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
And they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
Now Hurts changing up the play.
He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. And that ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past. Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys are excellent players. But how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Out. Hey, 73.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Eagles at 13-2 on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Great, set.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Now they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Slot man moves right.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 31-yard line.
Hurts.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this 1st quarter. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Devontae Smith with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott Good with a PAT. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
Regular. Run. Watch out.
Mayfield looks to throw. And this throw will be intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A 1st down carry for Barkley.
And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Elliott Good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
In motion right, Olave.
Mayfield now.
He'll find ETN out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Mayfield with it once more. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. 2nd and 10.
Hey, alert! Hey, alert 33. Pistol.
In motion right, Olave.
Watch out.
Here's Mayfield. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. The slot man in motion right. Mayfield to throw it. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Point it right. Set. Up. Real. Watch out.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. They'll roll him out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Regular. Watch out.
On 2nd and 10, Mayfield. He completes it to Olave. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 13-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. Draw play, ETN. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. From the 5, here's 2nd and 2.
Run. Hey, alert. Keys. Watch out.
From the gun, Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it, incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott now to add the extra point. And it's 21-3. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Lamb in motion left. Back to it after the pick-6, Mayfield. And his throw here's incomplete.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Done!
Mayfield fighting to stay upright. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on the flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
Hey, alert 33! Pistol. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up, up! What's up?
To throw, Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Run. Hey, alert, 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 alert! What's up?
Now Mayfield on fourth down. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good. Alert, 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 alert! Hey, alert 33! Hurry! What's up?
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Pistol. Good. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Up. Hurry! Run. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Regular.
And again, it's Mayfield. Slant pass complete to Olave. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Good. Real. Regular. Hurry. Run. What's up?
Mayfield from the gun on third down. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hurry! Hey, alert! Alert! What's that?
Final play of the half, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
He'll buy some time right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And Barkley did not get there. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, easy, 63, 63, 63, 63.
They're going to try and throw. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Hey, alert 33.
Following the interception, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Baker changing the play at the line. Now Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it makes the score 21-10.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, kind of a quirk in the schedule. These two division rivals didn't see each other much of the year. Their first meeting was just a few weeks ago, back in Week 14. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. Hurts.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Throwing is Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack.
Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now back to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 28 yards.
And the Eagles are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Pistol. Run. Good.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Hey, alert!
Mayfield now. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jordan Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
King. Alert. Hey, alert 33. Pistol. One touch.
Mayfield looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Point it right. Up. Hurry. Real. Pistol. One touch.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
We can make this one pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Hurry. Regular. Run. Hey, alert. Kings. Alert. What's that?
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Good. Set. Silver, set.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, easy. 63. Bang. 9. Oh, it's Silver, ready?
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Good, set. Silver, set. Hey!
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Alpha.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Hurts.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Back to throw again.
That is caught.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
Devontae Smith
His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year.
And the Eagles extend their fourth quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. 43 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Play fake. Mayfield. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Carl left Yeti. No touch, touch. 73. Hey, silver. No touch.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
At this point, this offense feels like they could just roll out anything, and it would work. They are certainly in no hurry for this one to end, not when they can rack up some stats and continue to add to their lead.
No touch, touch. No touch.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
No touch.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Good. Set. Tiger Hornet. Man. Delta.
Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Good. Set. Delta.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Now Hurts going to move him around.
Delta.
Hurts completing this one quickly.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Delta.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley with career touchdown number 91. He joins a group that includes Tony Dorsett and Isaac Bruce, among others, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because
He's got a man complete.
And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
they want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
To throw, Mayfield.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Sidney Brown with it. And the Eagles are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Alpha, alpha, alpha. Good. Set. Call up Yeti. Delta.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner,